So ground down to the feet, stand up nice and tall. Exhale all the oxygen out of the body. And we'll inhale for Om. Vande Gurunam Karanarar Vinde Sandara Sita Sfatma Sukava Bodhe Nisreyase Jangalakaya Mane Samsara Hala Hala Moha Shantiyaye Avahu Paru Sakaram Sanchakara Siddharinam Sahasra Sirasam Svetam Pranamami Patanjalyam Top of the mat. Samasthiti. Grounding down into your feet. Standing up nice and tall. Sun salutation. Surya Namaskar. Yakam. Inhale, arms come up. Hands together. Deve. Exhale, forward fold. Chareni. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Chatvari. Step, jump, back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Pancha. Inhale, upward facing. Shut. Exhale, downward facing. 5 breaths. Sink into the pose. Breathe. Humble the head. Relax some part of the body. Scoop out the stomach. Broaden through the shoulders. Keep breathing. Just a few more breaths here. Sapta, gaze in between the hands, bend the knees, walk, step, jump to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, head up. Astau, exhale, forward fold. Nava, reach the arms all the way up, rise. Exhale, hands down to your side. Beautiful job. Again, yakam, inhale, arms come up. Deve, exhale, forward fold. Tareni, inhale, look up, lengthen. Chatvari, step, jump, hop, back to plank, elbows in, lower down, chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shut, exhale, downward facing. Sink into your down dog. Get comfortable, breathe, relax. Notice how you feel. External rotation through the shoulders. Internal rotation through those forearms. Slight internal rotation through the forearms. A little external rotation through the upper arms and shoulders. And then again, nod the head. No, you can shake the head. No, nod the head. Yes. Loosey-goosey through the neck. Relax yourself. Sapta, gaze in between your hands. Bend the knees. Walk, step, jump, hop, float, fly. Front of the mat, we lift. Head up. Straighten the spine. Estau, exhale. Forward fold. Nava, arms come up. Reach. Exhale, hands down to your side. Samasthiti. Sapta again. Yakam. Inhale, arms go up. Deve, exhale. Forward fold. Sureni, inhale, look up, lengthen. Chatvari, step, jump, hop, back to plank, lower down, elbows in, chaturanga, pancha, inhale, peel the chest forward and up, your back bend, shot, exhale, down dog, relax, 5 breaths. 1. Om 2. Om 3. Om 4. Om 5. Gaze in between the hands. Sapta, jump forward, look up. Lengthen, head up. Astao. Exhale, forward fold. Nava, we rise. Arms up. Find length. Exhale, hands down to your side. Spread the feet, shoulders width apart. Just ground down for a moment. Notice how you feel. Feet come back together. Surya Namaskara B. Yikam, bend the knees, sweep the fingertips, graze the top of your mat. Sweep those arms up. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Dve, exhale, straighten the legs, fold forward. Today, inhale, look up, lengthen. Chatpati, step, jump, back to plank. Lower down, Chaturanga, elbows in. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shut, exhale, downward facing. Sapta, right foot comes forward, drop the inside heel, arms rise up, Virabhadrasana, A, Astau, exhale, plant the hands, right foot comes back, lower down, Chaturanga. Nava, upward facing, Dasa, downward facing. Ikadasa, step the left foot forward, drop that inside heel, arms come up, Virabhadrasana, A. Duadasa, plant the hands, left foot back, elbows in, Chaturanga. Trayodasa, upward facing. Chaturadasa, exhale, downward facing. 5 breaths. Breathe. Follow your breath, tracking the breath, losing yourself to the asana, to the moment, here now, present. Panchadasa, gaze in between your hands, bend the knees, jump, step, hop. Top of the mat, head up. Sodasa, exhale, forward fold. Saptadasa, bend the knees, sweep those arms up, chair pose. Exhale, Samasthiti. Ikam again, bend the knees, arms go up, chair pose. Dve, exhale, forward fold. Training, inhale, look up, lengthen. Chatpati, step, hop, plank pose. Lower down, Chaturanga. Pancha, upward facing. Shot, exhale, downward facing. Sapta, right foot. Virabhadrasana, A, warrior. Astau, plant the hands, Vinyasa. Nava, upward facing. Shot, exhale, downward facing. Left foot comes forward, drop that heel, sweep those arms up. We rise. Exhale, plant the hands, lower down. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 5 breaths. If first you don't succeed, keep trying. Don't you dare give up on yourself. It's just the beginning. This is just the beginning. It starts right now. Sup to gaze in between the hands, bend the knees, walk, step, jump, foot on the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sweep those arms up, find your chair pose. Exhale, hands to your side. Straighten the legs. Samastiti. One more time. Surya Namaskara B. Here come. Inhale. Bend the knees. Sweep the arms up. Find your chair pose. Hips reach back. Devay. Exhale. Forward fold. Trinity. Inhale. Look up. Lengthen. Chat body. Exhale. Step. Jump. Back to plank. Lower down. Chaturanga. Pancha. Inhale. Upward facing. Shot. Exhale. Downward facing. Sapta. Right side. Virabhadrasana A. We rise. Warrior. Astau. Exhale. Plant the hands. Right foot comes back. Chaturanga. Nava. Inhale. Upward facing. Dasa. Exhale. Downward facing. Ikadasa. Left foot comes forward. We rise. Virabhadrasana A. Duodasa. Plant the hands. Step the left foot back. Lower down. Chaturanga. Trayo Dasa. Exhale. Upward facing. Katoradasa. Exhale. Downward facing. Breathe. Noticing how you feel. Sway through the hips. Humble the head, gaze down towards the navel, towards the knees. Melt the chest. Panchadasa, gaze in between your hands, bend the knees, walk, step, jump, float, fly, top of the mat, halfway lift. Sodasa, exhale, fold. Saptadasa, bend the knees, sweep those fingertips, graze the top of the mat as you extend the arms, chair pose, Utkatasana, sink those hips. Exhale, Samastiti, hands at your side. Inhale, jump the feet apart. Fold forward, catch big toes. Peace fingers, hook big toes. We inhale, extend, long in the spine. Exhale, fold, bend the elbows. Breathe. You can draw the elbows sort of back so you relieve any tension around the ears, around the neck. You don't want to get the shoulders all squished up next to the ears. Find some space there. You can lift the pelvic floor, draw the navel in, softening the stomach. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale, plant the hands underneath the feet and fold. Bend the elbows. Parangustasana was the first fold there. And I believe we're into Parahastasana. Yes, we are. Relax, draw the elbows back, creating some space. The shoulders and the ears. Stretching the backs of your legs, hamstrings, glutes. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Step the feet together. Samastiti. Inhale, step the right foot behind you. Pivot the feet opposite direction. Extend the arms long through the spine. Square the chest parallel with the arms. Exhale, reach forward. Hips reach back. Right hand to right shin or reach that right hand down. Hook the big toe. Reach your left arm up, stacking the hips. Right hip tucks under. We open up through the left sit. We're stretching through the shoulder girdle. Slight lift in the pelvic floor, drawing the navel in. Find your breath. Keep breathing. Keep reaching. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. With the strength of your legs, spring yourself up on the inhale. Pivot the feet, opposite direction. Exhale, reach forward, hips reach back, left hand to left shin or peace fingers hook big toe. Trikonasana, opposite side. Breathe. Inner right thigh, stretching, working. So much sensation to be felt. Draw that left hip under, open up through the right hip, stacking the hips. Gaze down at your toes. Inhale, come all the way up. Pivot, feet, opposite direction. Exhale, windmill the hands down to the mat. Left hand to the outside of the right foot. Twist, folding and twisting. Open up through that right side, reach that right arm up. So as before in triangle pose, we were stacking the hips. Now we're squaring the hips. Twisting more through the spine. So maybe draw that right hip in. Keep reaching through that right arm. So strong. Pavrita Trikonasana, revolve triangle. Gaze down at the toes. Inhale, come all the way up. Pivot, feet opposite direction. Exhale, right hand comes down to the outside of that left foot. We fold, we twist, reach that left arm up. And breathe. Keep breathing. So much sensation to be felt, so much aliveness within. Recognize that you are alive and breathing, and what a freaking blessing that is. Come on now, you know it, you got it. Feel it. Let it liberate you. Let it take over. Keep breathing. You get a little carried away there sometimes. I know. All right. Gaze down at the toes. Inhale, come all the way up. Step to the top of the mat. Samasthiti. Inhale, step that right foot behind you. We're going to bend the right knee. You can widen the stance. As you bend that right knee, come into a quick warrior two. Extend the arm. This is just transitioning. We're going to keep going forward, right forearm to right thigh. Reach the left arm up and over. Side lateral stretch. We could tuck that right hip under and open up through the left hip. So try to explore that. Try to draw that right hip under. And then you can deepen. Exhale, right hand can come down next to the right foot if that's available to you. Keep breathing. Tuck that right hip under. Open up to the left side. Long lines of energy through that left foot, leg, up the arm. Strong feet, strong legs, strong core. Inhale, come all the way up. Pivot, feet, opposite direction. Exhale, keep going forward. Left forearm down to left thigh, right arm up and over. Or left hand can go all the way down next to left foot. Tuck that left hip under and breathe. Beautiful job, yogis. Inhale, come all the way up. Pivot, feet opposite direction. We're going to bring your hands to your heart center and then exhale, twist. Left elbow over right thigh. You can adduct this right leg, right hand will push this right leg in as you draw the left arm over the right thigh. And see if you can tuck that left hand, left fingertips down onto the mat. So you're binding the arm onto the leg. You're trying to keep that back left foot right where it is, so that right heel is staying down. And we would inhale, lift the right arm up, take your gaze with you. So you're opening up to the right side, but your left toes are still pointing to the left. Twisting through that spine. Might be a little hard to breathe here. Working the lungs, stretching through the lungs. All good. Gaze down at the toes. Inhale, rise, come up. Pivot, feet opposite direction. Exhale, fold forward and twist. Right elbow over left thigh. Take time to make any adjustments. Adduct that left leg with the left hand. Try to draw that right underarm over the left knee, left thigh. Find the bind. Plant that right hand. And glue that right arm next to that right leg. That right arm next to that left leg, excuse me. Keep the right heel down. Extend the left arm up. Gaze up. Keep breathing, noticing how you feel. Gaze down the toes. Inhale, come all the way up. Step to the front of the mat. Relax. Samasthiti. Noticing how you feel. You can either make a fifth bump behind your back. You could grab wrists, or you could see if you could do Anjali Mudra, prayer position, reverse prayer position, behind the back. So find your preferred position with the hands. Stand nice and tall. And we'll inhale, step that right foot behind us. Pivot the feet opposite direction. Exhale, fold forward. Over right thigh. Draw that right hip back, left hip forward. Stretch through that right leg. Breathe. Stretching through those hamstrings. Right hip flexor. You can release your gaze. Flat back here. Try to have a flat back. Awesome. Inhale, come up. Exhale, pivot, feet, opposite direction. And then fold over left thigh. Long through the spine. Be easy on yourself. I know it's Ashtanga, but be easy on yourself. Let go of your judgments. Get rid of any sort of shame, negative self-talk, anything that you hold above your head, any burden, heaviness you place upon yourself. And I invite you right here, right now, in this moment, to let it go. Become the asana. Become the moment. Become the breath. Breathe. Embodiment. Presence. That's the gift. Inhale. Come up. Exhale. Step to the top of the mat. Release the hands. You can roll through the wrists for a moment, relaxing the wrists. A lot of pressure in the wrists there. Prasrita Paratanasana. A through D. Inhale, step that right foot behind you. Open your chest, parallel with the long edge of your mat. Feet are parallel. Inhale, hands to your hips, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, plant the hands, halfway lift. Lean over the fingertips, straighten the spine. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands back. Fingertips continue to point forward. And breathe. So depending on your range of flexibility, where you're at with your flexibility, if you notice my head is way off of the mat. If you want to get your head closer to the mat, you would just heel toe the feet apart. You want your feet parallel, just heel toe them apart and find a wider stance. And then you'll see that you're able to get your head much closer to the mat. Breathing, feeling the waves and sensation pulsing through the body. Really stretching into the backs of those legs. Releasing into the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your hips. Inhale, come up. Exhale, relax. Inhale, find length. Gaze up, you can open the chest. Let's do a slight back bend here. So we'll inhale, lift, pelvis comes forward. We'll drop back. Keep lifting through the chest. Breathing. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, fold. Keep the hands on the hips. Just let gravity do all the work. I know that wasn't proper Ashtanga there. Most of this, even if I try as hard as I possibly can, I don't know if it'll be good enough for all the Ashtangis out there, but I hope so, because I love every single one of you so much, and I hope you love me too. Relax. Heavy through the crown of the head. Gravity's doing all the work. Inhale, roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Exhale, relax. Into the hips, into the feet. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, extend your arms. Open your chest, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Keep breathing. Om 1. Om 2. Om 3. Om 4. Om 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Release. Relax. Inhale your hands to your hips. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, peace fingers grab big toes, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the elbows and fold. Feel that lift in the knees, engagement in the quads. Working into those glutes, hamstrings, hip flexors, So much to be felt in those inner thighs. Just move through the hips the tiniest bit. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your hips. Inhale, come up. Step, hop, front of the mat. Stand nice and tall. Samasthiti. Uttita Hasta Parangustasana. Extended hand to big toe. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Peace fingers hook big toe. Left hand to left hip. Breathe. Lengthening. Trying to keep that left leg straight. Extending through the right leg. Big inhale. Exhale, fold. Breathe. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot comes out to the right side. Gaze over the left shoulder. Keep drawing that navel in. Lots of core strength here. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extend. Right hand to your hip, bring your hands to your hips. Keep lifting through that right leg. Super strong through that right leg. Keep breathing. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Beautiful job, yogis. Left side, ground down into that right foot. Inhale, lift the left leg. Peace fingers, hook big toe. Extend that left leg, right hand to right hip. Find your breath. Relax. Inhale. Exhale, fold if you're folding. Inhale, extend. Exhale, reach that left foot out to the left side. And maybe take your gaze over your right shoulder. Draw the navel in. Inhale to center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extend. Release that left foot. Keep it lifting nice and high. Bring your hands to your hips. Draw the navel in. Strong through your core. Strong through that left leg. Yes, you can. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Plant that left foot. Samasthiti. Beautiful. Noticing how you feel. Samasthiti. Draw yourself down into the mat with those feet. Feel that connection that you have with the bottoms of your feet and the top of your mat. See what you can notice. All right, working with Ardha Bandha, Padamatasana. We'll bring that right foot to the inside of the left hip crease. So this is going to be, I'm going to go ahead and stand here so you can see. This is going to be a risky pose for the knees. If it's too much for the knees, don't do it. You could severely damage your knees for life. Trying to do this, if your hips are not open enough, don't even try it. So the modified version would be coming to the half, your half lotus throne. That's what I like to call it, half lotus throne. It's like a figure four. So left knee's bent, right ankle over left thigh, pushing into your palm. So this is your modified version. Otherwise, follow along with me. Right foot draws into that left hip crease. And then you draw the right knee down. Lots of rotation there. Left hand grabs right foot, reach right arm around behind you and hook your left arm with your right hand. Yeah? Big inhale. Stay here or exhale, fold forward. Keeping your leg straight, left leg is straight. Folding forward. You can place your hands down on the mat if you need to. Keep folding and get into those hips. Breathe. Like I said, you can place a fingertip down on the mat or a hand or two hands if you lose your balance, if it feels better. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Shake it out. Great job. Opposite side, yogis. Ground down into that right foot. And left foot draws into that right hip crease. Whew. Begin to do a little bit of external rotation through that hip. Draw that left knee down. Take your time. Right hand grabs left foot, reach that left arm around. Hook the right arm. And breathe. Strong chest. Focus your gaze. One single point to take. Focus your gaze. Inhaling. Exhale, fold. Keep moving into that hip. Nice hip opener. Inhale. You can rise. Take your time. Coming up. Exhale, release. Top of your mat. Samasthiti, mountain pose. Standing tall. Warrior sequence. Go ahead, inhale, bend the knees, sweep those fingertips, graze the top of the mat, arms come up, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward, straighten the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, jump, back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Stop the gaze in between your hands, bend the knees, jump right into your chair pose. And extend the arms. Drop the hips. Breathe, 5 breaths. Working into those quads. One more inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, jump, back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step that right foot forward, drop that back heel, sweep those arms up, warrior. Noticing how you feel. Nice and strong through that right thigh, right quad. Gaze up at the fingertips. Draw those ribs in and up. The shoulders don't mind, hands can come together. You could arch the back, gazing up. Virabhadrasana A, warrior one. Inhale, extend the right leg. Pivot, feet, opposite direction. Exhale, bend through that left knee. Warrior one, opposite side. Ground down through the outer edge of that right foot. Draw that right hip forward and down. Left hip back, squaring up the hips. Big inhale. Exhale, open the chest to warrior two. Make any adjustments you need to make. Nice and long. Reaching through all 10 fingertips. Tuck the tailbone, draw the navel in. Make sure that left knee is pointed forward. Take your gaze past your middle finger, front left middle finger. See if we can open up a little bit more through that left hip. Just rotating the head of that femur bone just a little bit more in that left hip socket. Tuck the tailbone. Beautiful job. Inner left thigh, inner right thigh. Inhale, extend the left leg. Exhale, pivot the feet, opposite direction. Bend the right knee. Warrior two, opposite side. Breathe. Focus. Strength. Grace. Paraka, inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands down to the mat. Step the right foot back. You can find a quick hand balance if you'd like to do like your runner's lunge here in your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Beautiful job. Stop the gaze in between the hands. Bend the knees. Walk, step, jump to seated. Sit down. Extend the legs. Hands next to the hips. Flex the feet. Long through the spine. Sit up nice and tall. Draw the shoulder blades together. Opening the chest. Nice and long. Everything is long. You can just tilt your gaze forward. Dandasana, staff pose. Inhale. Peace fingers, hook big toe. Straighten the spine. Exhale, fold forward, bend elbows. Sort of leading with the navel. Navel reaches forward. Crown of the head reaches forward towards the feet. Rather than reaching everything directly down, you could sort of imagine or just see if you can reach something forward. Drawing that pelvic floor back. Soften the stomach. Long in the spine. Paschimottanasana A. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, see if you can find deeper positioning. Maybe you can interlace your fingers around your feet this time. Or maybe just flexing the feet for you would deepen. Just by flexing the feet, that will deepen the pose for you. So breathe. Long in that spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Come up. Plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Fingertips pointing forward. Parvattanasana, reverse plank pose. We'll inhale. The toes reach towards the mat. You can bend the knees slightly. And then we would inhale, lift the hips, straighten the legs, open the chest, roll back through the shoulders. You could take your gaze behind you and breathe. Draw the navel in. Keep breathing. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Beautiful job. Go ahead and cross the shins. Push the heels into the mat. Inhale, push into your hands. Lift your bottom off the mat. Exhale, release. Great job. Right foot is going to come to the top of the left thigh. If it's available to you, once again, you could take that right foot and bring it into that left hip crease. If your knee's sticking way up, it's probably best to bring it out and just keep it on that left thigh. If your right foot is in that left hip crease, you're gonna want this right knee down on the mat, comfortably. If that's not available to you, it's too risky, just back out. Big inhale, you can plant your hands, frame that front foot, exhale, fold. You can grab the hands can grab the left foot. Breathe, keep reaching that chest forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Cross the legs opposite side. Left foot this time will be over, left ankle will be over right ankle. Inhale, push into the hands, lift the bottom up off the mat. Exhale, release. Opposite side. Right foot over left thigh. You can inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward. So that left foot is either over right thigh, or once again, you could try to find half lotus. Left foot tucked into that right hip crease.